This is Mark and Brooke Lawrence, who have this very cool contemporary loft on Peoria in the West Loop. And Mark, you were telling me that you moved here in 2001 before Brooke was around, and the place looked nothing like this.
That's correct. We did a fair amount of structural work in order to divide the space and make sure that the demising walls worked with the way that I was planning on living in here.
And you did all kinds of touches like these great, they're yellow, but they look white on camera, these neon lights running up the side.
Yes.
Tell me about the kitchen. The kitchen is really cool.
Kitchen was also a creation of the interior decorator that I was using at the time, George Johnson. He wanted to bring a bachelor look, I think is what he was looking for originally, also modern. So there's
you were a bachelor at the time?
That is correct. I met Brooke about 2 years after I bought the place.
Oh.
So we used stainless steel, Azul Iran granite, and then we used some glass to form the backsplash as well as the light. It's sort of a window out, since this is an interior kitchen.
Yeah, this looks like a big, like it's sort of a Jenny Holzer screen, like there's going to be something appearing there soon. But you've got, I totally dig these stainless steel cabinets. This looks so good.
These are Kiwani cabinets, in fact. These are the kinds of things you'd see in high school chemistry labs.
Oh, really?
So we were very creative. Yeah, we got very high grade stainless steel, solid. They're not going to move. Never had to configure them. Doors have never gone out of alignment. And we did it for much less than you would at a residential kitchen designer.
And tell me, the other thing you did, the other major change is down there at the end of the room is a guest room now. This was all one big great room, you said?
It was. Investwood originally listed the property with a very large master bedroom and a very narrow great room. So we increased the width of the great room, but also made sure that we had our second bedroom, a bedroom we expected our guests from out of town to stay.
This is great. So we've actually, they've got a glass wall, so when nobody's here, it's part of this room, right?
Yes, and it doesn't impede the view. We have vertical blinds from both sides that we can pull, and they can be shut so that you have complete privacy. There's also a closet right next to the fireplace in the guest bedroom.
Yeah, that is some kind of view. We've got Sears Tower, Sky Bridge, the presidential towers, and then back here in the room is this great black fireplace. It looks like a teepee. What's it made of? What is this stone?
This is black granite, in fact.
Is it really?
Yes. We wanted to be economical but sophisticated with the materials that we used. George had seen a design that he really enjoyed from a German interior design magazine in the 80s and said he was finally able to bring it into reality back in 2000.
That's really cool. And then back out into the living room. Just to show, now we can see those yellow neon. Master bedroom, this is really, really nice. I like these walls that I thought were black, but Brooke, you told me they're what? Bittersweet chocolate?
Bittersweet chocolate.
Very nice. And who did this design? Who did this room?
This was Grunk Enzenberger, who's a principal over at Orange Skin. We had a lot of fun. Actually pushing the cusp a little for my taste originally, but consistent with Brooke's tastes, which are a little more modern. The lime green was definitely Grunk and Brooke's.
I definitely had to convince him on the lime green.
Yeah? Well, it works. Here's some of the lime green. It works really well. I'm with you, Brooke. Now tell me, this room was bigger.
This room was actually much wider. It actually, probably another 10 feet. There was a fair amount of dead space. Yes. Because we have a master closet that's actually taking up a fair amount of space, and then it actually passed the master stringer.
I see. And so you pulled the wall in for the closet, and you also created this alcove over here, right?
That's correct. And created a work area that Brooke and I use on the weekends.
This is a very big room, considering that it's shrunk from its original size.
Yes, and in fact, now their great room in the is a lot wider, and that's a consequence of us making this room smaller. And we have a king-size bed in here, and there's really it's no worse for the wear. Size works. Sorry.
You don't want to be
double entendre.
And the master bath has this great elongated sink. What's the story here, Brooke?
Originally, there was a relatively small stainless steel bowl that wasn't really conducive for two people, so we decided to go with a trough sink. It's custom Corian, and it's perfect for two people.
Yeah, it's nice. It looks sort of like a double vanity, except it's one big, long sink. It's real contemporary. I like your choices. Now, this entry, this sort of foyer, did not exist when you moved in?
That's correct. George really disliked the fact that you would walk right into someone's living room. So we wanted to create a foyer area where you could feel like you could put on your shoes, put on your coat, and actually have a proper exit. In fact, along those lines, one of the things that he did is he created a false door so that you had a sense of a little more space as you were coming into the loft itself.
This is a double door and only one works.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Nice. And then back over here you have shelves and storage.
That's correct. We did that with polyform. It looks built in. It actually is not. Looks like it's meant to be here. We wanted to make sure that we took care of using some of the verticality of the loft itself. So we went very high so that we had some sufficient storage, especially in a loft where you want to keep clutter out of the main viewing areas.
Yeah.